Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia and I'm obsessed with stickers and planning, so if you are too, you're in the right place. My channel is full of plan with me's, sticker hauls, and other planning videos. All of my videos have timestamps in the description so you can skip around to different sections and to different shops in my hauls. And if this is your 20th time listening to this intro, you can go ahead and skip this too. All my social media links, including Instagram, are in the description, as well as all the supplies I use and notes about each video. The planner I'm currently using is my standard size vertical planner, which I use for decorative memory planning. I also just want to add a couple quick notes about me since I don't always remember to go into detail in my videos, and for new viewers it can be confusing. So when I mention work, I'm referring mostly to my bookkeeping position at a grocery store, and when I mention Anastasia, or Anna for short, she is my pet ball python. So let's go ahead and get started with this video, and I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, I'm super excited to be filming another haul for you today. As usual, there will be timestamps in the description box below so you can skip around to different shops, and I have also started using the chapters feature on YouTube, which is basically where you can organize the video into chapters, and if you mouse over the progress bar on YouTube, it'll tell you which section you're in or which section is where in the video. Obviously you can just look in the description box to kind of see that, but I don't know, I just think it's cool to see it on the progress bar too, just to give you a better visual. So yes, that's pretty cool. Yeah, also, I am super excited to be showing you my newest Kinzi's custom order, my new big one. It's like triply exciting for a few reasons. I actually just got this because the post office was supposed to deliver it yesterday, but they do the same thing every time with my Kinzi's customs, which is they like deliver it to agent for final delivery on the day that it's out for delivery, which means that the agent has it overnight and they're going to deliver it to me the next day instead of the day it was originally supposed to be delivered. So they fake me out each time. Last time the next day was a Sunday though, so I had to wait 2 days and that was really annoying. But this time I actually only had to wait 1 day, which is really good because I have like 2 spreads waiting on some of these scripts now, so I'm really excited to see if they're going to fit. I'm actually just excited to see all of those, and obviously I have already started creating a list of the ones I want to get for the next order. Like I'm basically constantly in a cycle of like keeping a list of which ones to get next time. So this is super exciting, first of all, because she left me this nice little note, which I love that she's doing lately. So she threw in a couple extras for me, which I'm super excited to see what they are because that's just so nice. And I think this is my first time getting extras as like somebody who is like kind of online friends with a shop. So that's super exciting to me because I know all the big names, all the big YouTubers and shop owners kind of do that with each other, which is super nice for me. And on that same line, or in that same vein, I also get my own coupon code for her shop, which is super duper exciting to me because this is my first time having like a coupon code for a shop too, because I don't PR for anybody. I just, you know, I gush over the shops that I love and I do hauls all the time featuring them. But yeah, I'm not an official PR girl for anybody, and but yeah, now I have this coupon code that you guys can use for 15% off your whole order, customs included, which is super exciting and super nice of her to offer that. So it is Alicia15, so keep note of that. I do not have obviously like my own freebie at this time, but there are so many others that that are out there. Like I always get Rachel's, and I think I used Carson's code this time. So yeah, there's plenty of other PR girls that you can get freebies from, but if you just want 15% off, there you go, there's my own little code, so that's kind of fun. So let's go ahead and get into the order. So here is the freebie that came with it this time. It is again the kind of virus, I don't really want to say the whole word because, you know, demonetization or whatever, but yeah, the kind of quarantine sampler. And let's get into the order. I think, again, the majority of these are customs. Only a few of these are sheets that were already in her shop, and I think I'll be able to point those out to you. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I did get breakfast because sometimes I want to mark cooking breakfast or making breakfast or going out to breakfast. So yeah, I wanted that in the script form, so there it is. And then coffee, this was already in her shop. And I've been like addicted to coffee lately, so sometimes I just want to mark plain coffee, even though I usually prefer mochas or like coffee smoothies. I've also recently started trying to figure out iced coffee and like the best way to make that. So sometimes I want to mark coffee. And then I got allergies as a custom because I do have really bad allergies to like everything, and sometimes it's hard to keep it under control. So sometimes I have an allergy attack, so that's kind of to mark that. And then of course I got memes because I am hashtag addicted to memes. It's such a part of our modern culture, especially for younger people. So I don't know, sometimes I just want to mark when I sit through and scroll through memes for like a couple hours just to get caught up. Like most people would scroll through Instagram. I don't really do Instagram that much, other than for my shop, or just planner stuff. So this is what I scroll through. Ice cream, I'm so excited for this because I get to use this to mark ice cream in one of my recent spreads that I've been waiting on these scripts for. So ice cream is like one of my favorite things. I'm not huge on a lot of desserts, I'm really not, but like me and my friends are addicted to ice cream, so I use that, or I get ice cream a lot. Brunch, same thing as breakfast, although this is more for like going out for brunch. I really love going out for brunch, probably more than even like breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I don't know why. It's just fun for brunch because sometimes I'm in the mood for breakfast, sometimes I'm in the mood for lunch, but when you go out for brunch you can get either one and it doesn't matter, and it's just so fun. It's like, I don't know, it's just like a cultural phenomenon for younger people to like be obsessed with going out for brunch. So I thought that was really fun, so I'll put that with breakfast. I got more avatar scripts because I do have a lot of it to mark coming up in the future when I finally move into my new planner, because I have only 4 weeks left of back planning, I think, for 2019, and then I'll finally get to move into my 2020 planner, which is pretty exciting for me because 2020 is like already almost halfway over. So it's about time for me to finally get within the year that I am. So yeah, I'll be marking that a lot in the new year. So yeah, I'd already got that in my last haul, so thankfully she didn't have to make it all over again. Oh yeah, she did Phineas and Ferb all in one line. Heck yeah. I love how she like takes the extra effort to do this for me, because honestly, I tend to request everything to be in one line, but I know that with really big like scripts like this, she would most likely do it in 2 lines, but I always say, please try to make it in 1 line, and she did, because it's just so much easier to mark in 1 line for me, because then I have the option to put it in like a little thing. And she also made it really tiny so that it also has room for like a character sticker next to it. She's like the love of my planner life because she does this for me. Like, look at that. Again, I don't have like a full box or like any kind of box to show you, but I do have my handmade day extenders, which are 1.5 inches, so I can again show you like I did in my last haul. You can see it a little better this time. So if you mark it there, you have all that space for a character sticker, and it makes my heart sing seeing this. This is my favorite thing in the whole world, and you can definitely still tell that it says Phineas and Ferb. So that is, oh my god, that's amazing. I think this is one of the sheets that she threw in some extras with. There are 5 here, and I ordered how many? Let me just check to see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, so I ordered 3 and she gave me 5, so thank you so much, because I know I'm probably definitely gonna need all of these. And I think she did the same with Avatar. How many did I order? I think I ordered 2 avatars because I wasn't sure how long it would take, but she gave me 4. Oh my god, thank you so much, Kinzi. This is amazing, especially because if I want to rewatch those shows, because they are really good shows, then I'll have extra sheets, not even just like binging the whole show straight. I'll have additional sheets after that. Okay, I'm just gonna gush over everything in this haul, so like buckle up. Anyway, I did get breakfast in both versions, just because, I don't know, I'm probably gonna end up getting every single script in both versions because I love both versions so much, and sometimes I just want to mix it up. Sometimes I have room for a big one or a smaller one, so there's breakfast in both versions. I think I did this with actually all of the meals. I don't know, we'll see. I have no idea what I got. Happy birthday. I like this one because it's also very small. Happy birthday, because when I'm marking a birthday, I really like writing in the person's name underneath it. So with a script this small, I could probably even fit this in a fancy label and write the name underneath it with my, my tiny .38 pens. I could probably manage that. So this would obviously fit very well in a half box, but it would also fit in a smaller box. And I'm obsessed with that idea. I know a lot of people just have the birthday script. I think she might have the birthday script in her shop. It's just birthday. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I've seen that in a lot of places. So you could have birthday and then just write like, if you're writing my birthday, you would write like Alicia's birthday. So you'd have the birthday script and then just write the name above it. But I don't know. I just like happy birthday. It's more fun to me. Then we have jaw. I couldn't believe I didn't have this last time. Couldn't believe it. Because I have, obviously I have my iPod and I've been drawing a lot with that lately. And I just didn't have anything for it before. I think I would just write in iPad, but it's just more fun to write and draw. So, couldn't believe I forgot to add that last time. So now I have it to mark draw. I think I got this in both types of script too. So we'll see about that. But in the meantime, there's just draw. Again, it's a nice small script so I can fit it in any kind of box. I think she's like doing that on purpose now. I love that. I love that so much. And then we have burger time. I don't know what it is about with me and writing like a food or a drink and then time after it. Not even that, just like nap time. I don't know, just anything time. Like I have tea time too. I need like more letters in there. So instead of just wine, I have like drink wine. I don't know. It looks better because if you just have burger, that's just like weird. You have burger and a picture of a burger. That's like the most boring thing ever. So I kind of debated about whether to do that, whether to write burgers or like get burgers, but burger time just, it makes sense. It's like pizza time, which is conveniently right here. So I did this kind of with a lot of my foods. So burger time, pizza time, there you go. I don't have these two foods all that often, but I do really like them. So time to market. Yeah. I recently went to San Francisco and had a really bomb burger there. So burger time. Haven't had pizza. Actually, no, we did. We had pizza like later that night because Alex got a pizza and both Aiden and I kind of took one of his. And we said we would buy a pizza slice off of him, but we never paid for it. I'm hoping he doesn't realize it. Aiden, if you're watching this haul, don't remind him that he still has to charge me for a pizza slice. I know it's probably going to be like $2, but don't tell him. Anyway, that's funny. So, burger time and pizza time. Library. Actually, I use the library for most of my books now because I am separated from my enormous collection of probably 650, probably more than that. I don't know. I do have a huge book collection that is still growing because I love rereading books more than reading new books. So I like to keep the entire collection of all my books. So I have that option. However, currently in the house I live in Santa Cruz, I don't really have room for 650 books. So they're still at my parents' house. In my next move, I'm going to try to move to a place where I have enough room for all those books. It's really only 2.5 bookcases full because I double stack them. But, currently not an option for me. So I do use the library for most of my books, and I do try to get them as Well, I like getting the physical books, but most of the time it's not an option, so I get the ebooks instead. But I really do like the experience of going to the library and getting the physical books. Tell me what you think about that, because I used to be a book reviewer and I have a book log and everything. I used to be more in that sphere than in the planner sphere, so I know all about the debate on that. But if you are a reader and a planner like me now, let me know what your stance on that is, whether you like physical or ebooks better. But yeah, I just wanted to be able to mark going to the library. And then we have a brunch. So yeah, here's another one where I did get both the script and stroke options for that. I did just start converting to getting just the stroke only instead of like half fill or all the way filled, because with just the outline I can basically make it however I want. I can fill it in with the pen, the Pilot G2 .38 pen that I have that I use for pretty much everything except vinyl, which it doesn't work on. It's the perfect pen. It writes well on matte paper, it writes well on glossy paper, and it writes well on clear paper too, so I can pretty easily fill those in however I want. I've kind of discovered that to be the best option for me. Here we have burrito. I don't know why I didn't write burrito time. It's because I don't really write burrito time in my planner. I just like writing out burrito in like really long cursive because I think it looks cool. So yeah, I didn't get burrito time, and I'm feeling kind of like I betrayed myself by doing that. So I may get burrito time in the future as a script, just cause. But I do have a lot of kind of bigger burrito stickers, so might make sense to have a smaller script for that. So there's burrito. Me and my friends are also addicted to burritos. Burritos and ice cream are like our things. Like that's what we do. That's the day for us. Pretty much every time we hang out, we get burritos and ice cream. The burritos in San Francisco are way better than the ones here though, but the chips here are better. So there's good sides to both. So here's draw in the script. Where did I put the chunky dude? There's the chunky dude. So here's both versions of draw. I'm debating whether I want to mark in my planner what I actually draw or just write draw. I don't know. We'll see if I have room. Maybe if I'll use it in a half box, I'll be able to mark what I draw. And then we have So Cold. It was hard for me to figure out how to like kind of put that one in with all of the others because, hang on, where's my other? I'm getting so distracted by all of the fun scripts that I got that I haven't seen yet. I'm trying to put together all of the weather ones. I think this is the only weather ones that I have. So I like to put day after it, but it only works with some phrases. So we have rainy day and chilly day here. Again, nice, pretty, tiny, delicate little scripts. Perfect for a little thing. So yeah, it used to rain more here, and I'm really mad that it's not raining as much because rainy days are the best days. Everybody knows that. So there's rainy day. Chilly day, I like chilly days too, especially if it's chilly and rainy. Warm rain is like fake rain. It's like if it's raining, you think it's gonna be cold outside. So yeah, we have a chilly day. I love all the loops in that phrase. Doesn't that look pretty? Perfect weather, which doesn't happen too much. Perfect weather to me is like sunny, a little bit overcast, but like there's a nice firm breeze in the air, so it's like still kind of chilly, but like not too chilly. That's perfect weather to me. So I do have perfect weather. I was gonna write like sunny day originally, but sunny day doesn't really encapsulate it for me. There has to be some kind of like a breeze or some kind of chill in the air. So perfect weather, up to interpretation. And then we have So Cold. I was debating whether to write like cold day, so we have the day theme kind of going on, but I was like, that cold day, that's boring. I don't know. So Cold at least has some kind of, you know, emotion to it, like so cold. So there you go. I was gonna also get like it's freezing or something like that, but I don't know. Sometimes it's not always freezing, it's just cold. Maybe I'll get another script in the future that says it's freezing. So in my previous haul you saw me get Plan With Me. Did I get more of those? I don't think I did. I am going to need a refill on a lot of those soon because I use these scripts in every single video. But I did get Plan With Me as just PWM in the block script before, but sometimes I have room to write it out as just Plan With Me, and I wanted to have that option too. So here's Plan With Me. So if I have a like film sticker that already says film in the actual sticker, then I can just write Plan With Me next to it, so you know I filmed a Plan With Me, just stuff like that. Or if I have like a giant film script like this was actually already in her shop. I just decided to get it as is because I go through these so fast. So there, I can just pair it like that. Oh, that looks pretty good like that, huh? Film Plan With Me, and then you put the character sticker right there. That looks pretty good. So yeah, so you can have the option to do that too. Or, you know, I just put the Plan With Me in block script next to that. I just like options. So I did get both alternative options of Plan With Me and haul. Not really both, because I didn't get Plan With Me written out in block script, but I did get both Plan With Me and haul in the script form instead of the block form, like I did previously, because sometimes I just want to have the cursive haul too, and sometimes I want to have film in the block script like this, also in her shop, and then I want to have the haul as a script because that looks pretty good too. I don't know, I just want to have all the mix and match options. That's what I want. So yeah, you're gonna see me get all the scripts and all the options eventually. I just love this so much. I want her to write my planner. Like at this point, I just want her to come over here, like fly to my house and fill out my planner for me. I mean, literally, I like the way I write things most of the time, except when I have to use Sharpie on vinyl, which I hate. But like, I don't know, I think I do a decent job most of the time, but I don't know, having it all be in one like coherent script like this works better for me. Because like when I write, I don't know, there's more variation. I haven't quite managed to write everything the exact same way yet. which is why I pay for so many custom scripts. Now you know my secret. So we have Pay Rent 2. It's only a once a month script, and sometimes I don't even like have room to mark it, but it's often enough that I wanted a script for it. I have a lot of cute little house stickers that I like to use for that. Then we have Bake. I'm pretty sure I put on my wish list for next time to have Bake in the script form, but now I have Bake in the blocked form, and this is another one that I need to put into my planner immediately for my penultimate spread that I've done to mark when I baked apple crisp. Oh yes, another show script. I love like scripts of like things that are shows or movies or stuff like that. It just makes it so exciting to see that in my planner. So we have Legend of Korra. In addition to Avatar, which is the show I'm watching now. A lot of people don't like Legend of Korra in comparison to Avatar, or they say it's like a kind of a worse sequel. It is very different. Like, instead of traveling the world, they're mostly, I mean, they're doing a bit more traveling now in season 2, but like, it still seems pretty contained and like a lot more political, I want to say, like a lot more political. But I like that. I like both versions of Avatar. I obviously love the original show. It's my top favorite pretty much show of all time, my top favorite cartoon for sure. But I also like Legend of Korra. Like, it's still making me feel the feels. I'm still into it, even though I like Aang a little bit better than I like Korra, because like even though she's older, she's way less mature, I feel like. But I like both shows, so let me know your opinions on that down below. I'm only in season 2, like episode 3 or something, but I'm still liking it so far. So I have these to mark that. I feel like I will be needing more sheets of these. So we have 18 times 2 is 36, and there's I think like what, 12 shows per season, so that's 48. So I probably will need one more sheet of these, so I'll have to remember to get that. Let's move on. So we have dinner. I did get both versions of this, of course, so I think we're still waiting on lunch. Hopefully I remembered that, unless I didn't get it. I feel like I probably did though. So we have just plain dinner, which was already in her shop, I think. Was it? Or was it dinners that was already in her shop? I don't know. I think dinner was already in her shop, but dinners wasn't. So the dinners custom I already have is a custom, and these might have been already in her shop. I literally don't know. I could just pull up the invoice right next to me. So hold on just a minute, and I will try to see that. Oh my god, this invoice is like way too long because I got way too many stickers. So let me see. Looking for dinner. Sorry, y'all are waiting on me. Wow, did I only get one that was... Yeah, so dinner was not already in her shop, I don't think. Maybe dinners was. I literally don't know. Am I going crazy? I could check, but I'm too lazy. So I think this was a custom. So we have just plain dinner and dinner. So I already have dinners for my sidebar, but sometimes I like to write cook dinner or out to dinner, so there you go. I really like the way she writes dinner too. It just makes me happy. So we have, let's put these in chronological order, breakfast, brunch, and dinner. I hope lunch is in there. We will see. Oh my god, this makes me so happy. So, Card Wars, if you don't know, is a fictional game found in the show, the cartoon Adventure Time, which used to be my top favorite cartoon until Avatar displaced it very recently. So it is my second favorite cartoon now. But yeah, Card Wars is like the most fun game within the show, and I wish that like they made the game as it was in the show in real life, although that would require like actual magic or at least holograms. So we're kind of, far off from that yet, but there is a mobile game that you can play on your phone that is basically the same thing as the game in the show, and I get addicted to that like in cycles. So when I was in high school, I was addicted to it for maybe a year or so, and I would play it just constantly, and then I let it go for a few years, and I think last year I began to get like re-addicted to it. So I started playing a little bit last year and a little bit into this year, and I've kind of let it go again, but I still have it on my phone with all of my progress saved, so I'm probably going to pick it up. But it is such a fun game. It's, it's basically like any trading card game, kind of like Magic the Gathering, or even Pokemon, although I've never really played either of those games, those card games, so I don't really know for sure, but it's basically like the same kind of concept, so it's really fun. So, yeah, I just wanted to be able to mark playing that. Oh, here's another weather one that I forgot to include in the other weather ones. weather ones. Try to say that 5 times fast. So we have hot day. So this is another one that kind of goes along with the day theme. We do get a lot of hot days here, especially now that it's summer. Like yesterday was extremely hot. Today was looking like it's going to be another super hot day. So I also have a custom script of another one of my friends, Alex. I got Aiden and Jess in my last haul because there's in my last order, because I do have, I think, 4 best friends that I like to mark pretty frequently in my planner, and those 2 were the ones I was seeing the most in the Plan With Me's that I was doing at the time. But now that I'm hanging out with Alex in addition to Aiden a lot more, I just wanted to be able to have Alex, especially so I can just, write Aiden and Alex like in the same, same half box or whatever every time I go to see them. What else do we got here? Got a lot. So we have answer comments. I know a lot of people like to write this different ways, like reply to comments, reply to messages. I have a few foiled scripts that say reply to messages, but for me it's more like answering comments, because I don't really get a ton of messages per se. I get a few DMs on Instagram, but mostly I'm spending time replying to comments on my videos, and I thought reply to comments would take up too much space, so I just wanted to get answer comments. So here we go, answer comments. Let's see how this fits in a box. Yeah, this was definitely the right way to go. So you answer comments, then you could have a little character sticker of like a laptop just hanging off the edge there. So yeah, that was definitely the right wording to go on my part. I'm so excited that I get to use that more often lately, because I've been getting more comments on my YouTube videos. So thank you so much if you comment. Like, it really just makes my day getting to mark that, because I feel like one of the big YouTubers. So we have order Amazon. I am addicted to Amazon Prime. Not as much as I used to be, thankfully, but I do tend to place a big order at the beginning of the month for like mostly just home stuff or kitchen gadgets or little things like that. I still need a hand mixer, so I might get that next time, and a new phone case. So order Amazon. And then we have feeling sick. What did I write in my notes about this? I wrote some like other variation of it. So if I'm not sure that she'll be able to fit the entire script that I want on one line, I'll usually provide an alternative option if it doesn't fit very nicely. Not all the time. Sometimes I'll say it can go to 2 lines, but she usually does it for 1 line. Okay, so the alternative option was sick day. So she did write feeling sick on 1 line, which is fantastic, and I love her because she's like really good about always doing my first option. But yeah, so sick day was going to be my other option, because, got to keep that day theme going. But I don't know, feeling sick just seems better to me, because if I'm feeling sick, like, it's not necessarily for the whole day either, because I don't wake up in the morning like feeling sick usually it'll come on in the afternoon. So there you go, just a weird little quirk. And then we have Facebook. This was kind of like iffy for me on how I wanted to do this, because when I mark Facebook in my planner, it's always for like what I call Facebook PR, basically advertising my latest spread that I've done in my planner in the particular group of the shop whose kit the spread comes from. I'm really bad at wording what I just said, but say I just did a Plan With Me with a kit from ScribblePrintsCo. I'm gonna then, once it publishes, I'm gonna go into the ScribblePrintsCo fans Facebook group and do a post on that and kind of say what I like about it, do all the pictures and videos that I include at the end of my Plan With Me videos. I'll put those actually in the post, and then I'll link to my Instagram and the Plan With Me for that spread. So I call that Facebook PR. So I was debating on whether to get Facebook PR like as a whole script, but I don't know, I just thought PR would look really weird not being in capital letters, and I really wanted the word Facebook in script, so I just got Facebook, and I'm probably just going to write in PR next to it every time, which is fine. But yeah, I really like the scripts. I'm like addicted to her scripts now, which is why pretty much everything is in scripts. Although I also do like the block letters too. So again, I'm just gonna get everything in both eventually. So then we have shave, really tiny script. This is another one where I probably would have changed it to shaving time if I didn't think that sounded weird. But yeah, I'll usually do this like before a date, like the time that all girls do. Otherwise, I am a woolly mammoth the whole rest of my life. Because I literally don't care, and I also wear pants all the time. So then we have hot cocoa. I've just recently realized that like I am not that picky between all of my hot drinks that I like. Like, I used to be just a tea girl. Like, I'm obsessed with tea. I still have like a million different kinds of tea that I still have to drink. I won a lot of it free like many years ago, and I still haven't gone through it all. So yeah, I'm primarily a tea girl, and I used to have hot chocolate occasionally, but lately I've taken up coffee, like I've said, the past 2 weeks, and it was such a big change for me because I used to be so fatigued all the time. I didn't even realize that it was like basically just chronic fatigue. I just used to have like no energy, and I used to be a night owl, and I would get energy at night, and I would, take advantage of that. But within, modern society, with working starting so early in the morning, you really can't be a night owl unless you have your own business and you can work whatever hours you want, and I'm obviously not at that point yet, although that is kind of the dream. So I've kind of had to adapt to be a better morning person, and since the discovery of coffee, it has completely changed my life. Actually having energy during the day, and especially in the morning, is insane to me. It feels so good. Like, for instance, yesterday I actually woke up pretty tired. I don't think I had enough coffee that morning, or I guess 7 hours of sleep might not have been enough either, I'm not sure. But like, I was so tired like during the middle of the day, like around noon, only a few hours after I'd gotten up. I was so tired, and I actually passed out for an hour. It was the worst feeling ever, feeling that tired, because the past 2 weeks I've been like so full of energy that when you go back to how you used to be, it's like a relapse. It's the worst feeling ever. So I felt so bad, and I never want to feel like that again. So yeah, I've been really trying to experiment with different forms of coffee. So I used to drink coffee hot, like most of the time. I used to drink mochas as my favorite. I do have the mocha script in my last order, but I've been experimenting with different ways to drink coffee. So now this week I've been trying to get into iced coffee because it's like the dead of summer. Well, not the dead of summer. It feels like the dead of summer, even though it's literally not even the beginning of summer. It's just so hot these days. So I'm trying to get into iced coffee. I still haven't figured out a good sweetener to use. I just tried cold brew last night with a pack I got from the store, and I think it's good. I just need to find a better sweetener. So let me know what you use as a sweetener for your iced coffee. I've heard that liquid sweeteners are better because it integrates better, but I haven't found one that I liked. I tried the sugar-free vanilla syrup that I got at the store this morning because I don't really like the idea of sugary syrups that much because, I'm trying to stay away from sugar. And it was good because I don't really mind the kind of sugar alcohol aftertaste. I'm pretty used to it by now, but I feel like I can do better. So I was thinking like maybe I would get like a caramel syrup if I could find it somewhere, not necessarily sugar-free. I don't know, let me know what you do, because I'm fine with using like a little bit of another kind of like actual sugar sweetener, like a little bit of maple syrup or something, but I don't know what is going to be the best option, so let me know what you do. But yeah, so like now I'm a coffee person and a tea person, but I'm also a hot chocolate person because I do drink that on occasion, not necessarily just in winter. So I have a hot cocoa script now too. So I have tea time, the coffee script, mocha, and then hot cocoa. So like all the 4 main hot drinks. So I am really just all 3 of the hot drinks. I'm not one in particular anymore. So I think that's kind of fun that I don't have to choose. And then our last script in this order is busy day, because I do use this to mark work a lot. Oftentimes I'll only have room to use one like little thing or one box to mark work, so I'll use a work script and then I'll have a really busy work sticker next to it, which implies that the day was busy, but sometimes I'll have room to write busy day on a whole separate line. So that's kind of what that's for. I really don't use busy day when it's not just for work because sorry, I lost my train of thought. Because all my days usually are pretty busy anyway, because I try to be really super productive when I don't have work, or when I only work a little bit. The rest of the day I'll be super productive, like filming and doing videos and all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, otherwise I'd be using it like every day. So I only really do it when it's a really busy day at work, which kind of works for me because that's like half the time. So I got options there. So final parting notes here. First of all, I love everything. I'm obsessed with it. I can't wait to put stuff in my planner just now and forever. I just love looking at my scripts all in one place. It's my favorite thing to do. let's just look at my Kinzi scripts. I've been trying to like incorporate them into my character sticker storage, so like putting breakfast in my breakfast section with all the breakfast character stickers. But I fear like I'm gonna forget that I have a breakfast script and I'm not gonna see it. So like I'm debating keeping my scripts like in a wholly separate storage system. So I don't really know if I'm gonna do that or not. I feel like I won't. But I just use them so often. I'm constantly like taking my scripts in and putting them out and putting them back, and I don't know. I need to find like a better system, but for now I just throw them in with my character stickers. So the one script that I did not actually get was lunch. I think I didn't get it for a reason, because I really never mark lunch really that often, because obviously I make my own lunch every day, so I'm not gonna mark like make lunch. I could do, you know, out to lunch, but at the same time I'm usually just gonna write what we have. I'm just gonna write the food that we have. Like if we go out for burgers like we did when I was in San Francisco, I'm just gonna use the burger time script. Like, I don't know, I just don't see it as something I'm gonna use all that often. Meanwhile, breakfast, brunch, and dinner, I feel like, you know, I don't necessarily want to have like an eggs script, egg time. That doesn't make any sense. So I would just do breakfast. So I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts there. And make dinner in the same vein. Like I'm more likely to write like what I made sometimes, but also, and I do kind of make my own dinner every night, but it's not usually a special meal like with a special recipe. So sometimes I'll have a big recipe that I haven't tried before, and then I'll want to mark make dinner. So I don't know, that's kind of my thoughts there. So that's what's missing. What do I plan to get in the next order? I'm gonna have nap time as like an actual script. I really don't know why I haven't gotten that yet. I only have nap in the block letters, which is good, but like it just doesn't really make sense for my style of planning, because when I mark nap it's usually in a little thing, and the nap script I think does fit in a little thing, but it's like still a little bit too big. And it also says nap and not nap time, so there's a lot of extra space there. So yeah, that I plan to get. I might get lunch just to have the complete set, but I don't know, I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna get Insta as a script instead of just the block script, for obvious reasons. I just like scripts, they look so pretty. And there's a few others that I had already planned to get, so we will kind of see on that. It's probably like 8 scripts on my list right now. Not enough really to place another big custom order, but I know I'm going to be adding more as, you know, time goes on, as I plan, and I'll figure out what works for me. So we will see. Oh yeah, another big note that I should have mentioned at the beginning that I forgot. So I did ask her in the notes section of the order whether she would consider offering custom mixed sheets. So like I know in her shop she has the Harry Potter mixed sheet with all the books in the series, and I did get that. She has the months. I think they are the abbreviated months instead of like the full months, but she does have the months mixed sheet, which would be really good for like in the new Erin Condren planner for at least the 2020 through 2021, the 18-month planner that I have. That one you're most likely going to be blocking out the month in the top left with a full box, so people like me still do want to mark the full month for each spread, so like that's kind of what that would be for. So yeah, I think I would prefer it to be all written out, although space wise it may be better to have the abbreviation, so I'm going to kind of experiment with that, see how that will work. But yeah, I was asking about like things like that, or also just I think holidays. So I think she said she has holidays, but I don't know, those were just kind of my examples, and also just like a custom book series, not necessarily Harry Potter. I was gonna see if like, I don't know, say I'm reading the Pretty Little Liars series, which I did binge last year, so I'm already done with that, but if I wanted to have like a sheet with each book in the series on it, which is 16, no, there's actually 18 books, so it might not fit all on one sheet, but I was going to see if like she would do something like that. She said that currently she cannot offer those customs at this time because of how long it would take to do that, but she does take requests, although obviously like any shop that takes requests, she won't be able to do everything, but she will probably take it into account, and maybe do it based on how many people ask for that specific thing. So that is perfectly fine. I totally understand. Like, she's already spending all of her time making, you know, this enormous custom order, along with, I'm sure, the millions of others that she gets. I do love seeing other people's custom orders because it gives me ideas for what I want to get in mine, especially if she already has the script available. So her shipping time is so speedy. And that's probably why she was able to ship this to me in like a day or 2 days. Like, she had shipped this really fast after I placed the order, and I was so psyched about that. Probably because she already had breakfast scripts lying around for another custom order, and probably like pizza time and other really common stuff like that. But like, I'm sure at Phineas and Ferb she probably didn't have, so she probably whipped those up really fast. So I really love that she is able to do that so quickly. But yeah, I can imagine that if she started offering mixed sheets, like, imagine like all of these as different scripts, that would take forever, and obviously we would want a lot. So that is perfectly a-okay. And I also just kind of realized in my own head that like it still makes sense to do a lot of those things as just like one per sheet, like one script per sheet, especially because I like to reread a lot of my books. So if I got, you know, Pretty Little Liars, I would have, you know, a whole sheet of just like the first book. Honestly, I think the first book was called Pretty Little Liars, and then we started getting into the single word books. But yeah, if I just had a whole sheet of that, then I would be able to mark each day that I read that book. So obviously I'm not going to mark it only once. It takes me like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 weeks to read a book, if I'm only reading it on my lunch break at work. Otherwise it takes me like a day to read a book if I'm reading it straight. But yeah, so it makes more sense to have, you know, 18 scripts for one book name for that reason, and also for rereads. So like, it's still perfectly feasible to do kind of what I want to do with that. So I may consider that in the future, just like I have a whole custom order of, you know, just one book series, just one name per sheet. So like, my dream could totally still happen. But yeah, I really love that she's still kind of open to ideas and requests there. So, 40 minutes. Wow, that's a lot. So obviously you can tell how much I love this shop. She is literally the best script shop like ever in all of existence. So don't forget my coupon code as well. I'm just really so tickled, so psyched, so chuffed. All those words to describe how happy I am at getting my own coupon code. That's so exciting to me. So that is it for this amazing section of the haul. I can't wait to immediately put these into my planner, which I will do right now. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the next teeny tiny section. Okay guys, so I did just kind of want to show you real quick how these new scripts look in my spreads, because I don't think I've shown you this necessarily in hauls. So I do want to show you how amazing they look. So this is kind of a little, I want to say it's a sneak peek, but it's not really, because this video has already been published by now, but it has not been published at the point of recording this, obviously, because I'm finishing it up now. So I already started putting down some of the stickers, and I wanted to show you how the rest of them kind of look, because I'm just so pleased with how it turned out. So for this spread, which was the most recent one, let's see, so we have the Phineas and Ferb, which fits in perfectly right there. I know I'm not going to zoom in much further, but you can still kind of see that it clearly fits in the space with room to spare. And then over here, I did leave a ton of room in this spread in particular for Phineas and Ferb, because I was certain that it would be on 2 lines, but since she's so amazing and managed to put it on 1 line, I do have extra space, so I may try to pull in some extra deco stickers that I did have left over to fill in that space. So that is that. Look how many like Kinzi scripts I just generally have. Like, my favorite thing is when a whole box is just filled with Kinzi's scripts like that. That's my favorite thing in the whole world. Yeah, eventually, you know, my goal is to have the entire spread filled with them, although that's not really super feasible. So we have another Phineas and Ferb right here, which fits beautifully. And then here we have space to do ice cream, so I'm going to put an ice cream down in there. Look how beautiful that fits. Oh my god, I'm in love. And then here we have space for another Phineas and Ferb, which will again fit perfectly. So let's go ahead and do that. I just love how they're the right size to fit in literally anywhere. However I want to arrange it, they're gonna fit. So we have that, and then here's another mix and match that I did. I love those, doing, because I have the call script and then I have the mom script, so I can do call anybody. So then here we have another room for Phineas and Ferb. So see how quickly I'm already like going through this sheet? I'm so glad she gave me extras, because oh man, I probably needed them a lot more than I thought I did. I mean, I do watch, when I binge a show, I watch it pretty much every day, but I don't mark it every day. So that fits beautifully down there. And then I want to show you the ones I already put down for the spread before that, the video before last that I just put down. So, where else? So we have our memes script that I did fit perfectly right there. Again, it always fits perfectly wherever I want to put it. I love that. So you have Phineas and Ferb down here. I got to use my bake script, which again fits perfectly. So you have bake apple crisp, and then where else? Another mix and match. Just kind of examples of how I use these. Voiceover Laundry Happy. Well, there's another box that's all Kinzi scripts. My favorite thing ever. And then down here we have Phineas and Ferb. I did do some sticker surgery because of how this fits. When I do day extenders, I like it so when I close it, you really can't see much of the stickers on the outside. So I managed to do that pretty well. There, I kind of messed up a little bit, but like you understand the concept. So I do have to cram everything in so they can't hang off the edges. So I didn't have a ton of room for Phineas and Ferb here. So I did do sticker surgery, and it still looks perfect. Like, it's still pretty easy to cut apart if you have really tiny scissors for there. So here I did apple crisp and ice cream. That's the ice cream script that I just got. I just wanted to put those both in the same box. Here's like a mix and match I'm super proud of. So I not only do I have call, and then I have the mom and dad scripts, I also have parents for when I talk to both of them in the same call, and then my grandma, because I call them both almost every week. So yep, call parents and grandma. Such a nice mix and match. And then over here we have some more custom scripts that I've gotten so tired. Upload and haul, that was a mix and match, and then another Phineas and Ferb right there. So as you can see, the way she does it, like she magics these scripts so that they fit perfectly, literally wherever you want to put them. Even if I have to use sticker surgery, like it's always going to fit and look beautiful. So I'm just so delighted with those. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that real quick. And now, for real, let's go ahead and get into the next section. Okay guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw in this quick haul segment here because Andrea from ScribblePrintsCo finally sent me my $300 freebie that I was supposed to get in my recent $300 and up order, but if you remember from my last haul, it was glitching out that day, so it was not automatically added, and they missed it when they were going in and manually adding things. But she has great customer service, so she pretty much instantly sent me the freebie separately. She also offered to give me shop credit, but obviously I really wanted the freebie, so yeah, it was a no-brainer. So I'm really excited to see what's in it. I kind of know what the idea of it is supposed to be, but I have no idea what is really going to be inside it. So this is super exciting, and she did just send it in a nice little letter so that there was only the price of a stamp for shipping. And this is how it came. Obviously I blocked out my address. I'm using my fancy letter opener, it's like vintage, to open this because I just put these nails on and I don't want to destroy them or the card by trying to open it my normal messy way. So here it is. She did include some nice cardboard so it didn't bend. And it is a foiled grab bag, as you can see if you read the description on her website. But I really don't know what kinds of foil is going to be in here, so I'm kind of hyped. I see some scripts. I see some old scripts. So let's see what those are. Oh yes, lots of good. Ooh, and foil seals. Those are my favorite. All of these are my favorite. So let's just go over it one by one. Here we have a bow and script sampler. This looks pretty old, but it's in this gorgeous blue foil. I love this bright blue. I don't think I have that one. I definitely do not. And then this kind of like finance sampler. This is the old version in Jessica's handwriting, Jessica of J. Crew Plans, when she worked for SPC. This is in gold. So I do love this for sure, because I love using her handwriting, even though it's discontinued, so I kind of don't want to use it, but I do. I love these. These are my favorite deco sheets, this really little tiny deco. I'm obsessed with using this above the date covers in my spreads. So I think I have it in gold. I don't think I have it in silver, so this is super exciting if that is the case. I need to buy more of them though, because I go through them so fast. Then we have this foil photo corners sheet from the orange, I think like the orange soda or something, foil wiggle, which I have, but I've not used yet. So that's fun. I get an extra sheet of those. Here is a really tiny script sampler. I think this is meant to be for like tabs. If you want to label your tabs in like a rings planner, rings or strings planner, that's when you would use tabs. However, some of these could be useful for other things as well, like in the sidebar, like writing meals, or even in your speds, like writing work in Instagrams and YouTube. So I bet I'll be able to find some uses for those. Here we have some more of Jessica's handwriting. This is the kind of per month countdown or count up, however you want to look at it. I kind of like the idea of using these to track how old, if you had kids, you could use it for kids, but how old my pets are. I almost started to do this for my snake, but I think I only did it once, and then I just kind of forgot that I was doing that in the sidebar. So she is over a year old now, so I can't really use that for her anymore, but I do plan on getting a bigger snake in the future, so it's not out of the question that I will hold on to that. And then we have, I think this is matte gold, so we have the circle icons and date covers in matte gold, which is really neat. We have some confetti header overlays, glitter header overlays in what looks like magenta. So that's super cool. I have a few magenta wiggles. Then we have bow header overlays in silver. Love these. We have full box overlays in gold. These are kind of like a paint streak pattern, which is really cool. It'll be fun finding use for those. And then we also have gold full box overlays in the confetti border. These are extremely useful. We have the paint swatches in silver also, so that's kind of fun. Be cool to use them both in one spread as a kind of mixed metals look. We have hollow bow outline overlays for your 15mm washi strips. I like the outline bows better than the filled in bows, so this is super exciting. We have the outline bows and the outline hearts in gold. Looks kind of like a matte gold as well, but I don't think it is. So plenty of bottom washi overlays. We have the bow seals with these gorgeous patterns that I don't think she really does anymore. I love bow seals. I have such a collection. And then yeah, this is what I thought. So this is like the kind of new baby sampler for why am I saying for? It's for your new baby. And this is in rose gold. So I already have this in like all the foils, and I think I have one duplicate already, maybe the gold one. So it looks like I will also have a rose gold duplicate, but that's cool. Obviously children are kind of far off in my future, if I'm lucky enough to have children. But again, some of these could also be used for pets. Probably not like first laugh or rolled over or first tooth, but some of the others could be if we're creative enough. Probably not reading time either, but bath time, cuddle time for sure, play time, all of these, the dates, there's a countdown in there as well. So yeah, that's probably what I will use it for. Even if not for my future snake, I'm probably gonna get cats too, so there you go. Plenty of options for that. So this is a pretty chunky freebie, and I'm pretty psyched about it. I love all the foil in here, and I will find uses for all of it. So that's kind of an example of something you might get for your $300 and up freebie. So that's it for this little mini section. Let's get into a bigger section. Okay, so for this last part of the haul, I have a few kits from ScribblePrintsCo from the buy sell trade that I would like to go over. I do want to insert another brief note because I know I've been like hinting about my nails and how I'm experimenting trying to find, a good kind of adhesive, whether it's like nail glue or nail tape or something to keep them on. So I did do some tests, and It looks like this glue right here is the best bet for really anything. It's like the strongest glue. It's called Super Strong Nail Bond NYK1, and it is professional apparently. I forget how much it costs. I think it's like, I don't want, maybe it's $16 or like $10 or something. I really should have looked at that, but it, you know, it costs a lot, but it does come with a lot in this bottle, and it does go on like nail polish. It does have, you know, a brush and everything, and you really don't need a lot for each nail, so it's gonna last you a long time, especially if your nails kind of snap off during the day if you're doing a lot of, you know, heavy labor. Then you can just really easily reapply it just like that. It's so fast, and it goes on really smooth because it is in the brush form. So I am using these really cheapy nails now from Amazon that come with, you know, like hundreds in a pack, and they were pretty cheap. So there aren't like kiss nails or anything, but I actually like these better than the kiss nails. They match my natural nail color a lot better, and they're a lot shorter. So they feel like they stay on better. They're not like snapping off or interfering with anything else that I'm doing. And because they are cheap, you know, they do chip after a while, but you know, there's so many, you can easily just grab a new one and just reapply that. And it's just, you know, I think it's just nicer to have this when I'm expecting them to ship off, because sometimes I do work as a cashier, so you know, they are going to come off with that. But again, it's so easy to just grab a new one and just reapply it, you know, it's just easy. And they still look good. And I think I've done a lot better job of applying them this time. So yeah, this nail glue is going to be your best bet. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into the ScribblePrintsCo. So I got these two kits at once, and then this kit separately. So we will go over this kit first. So this is a Paris kit. It is called Paris, just want to make a note of that. I did kind of sleep on this when it came out. I actually know why, because I've already been to Paris, and like I don't feel any need to go right away to go back. I've kind of like seen it, I feel like, and it wasn't, you know, my favorite city in France. But I don't know, I saw this in the Buy Sell Trade and I was like, well, let me check to see if it's in the shop, and it's not. And that's usually when I get like panic buyer's remorse, or not buyer's remorse, non-buyer's remorse. I panic and I start thinking, you know, what if I do go back to Paris? I don't have a Paris kit. I actually do have a couple, but they're like, I have like a fall Paris kit. I think that's really the only one I have. So I don't have like just a normal Paris kit. So I kind of freaked out a little bit, and yeah, I decided I needed it. So I went ahead and got it. I think this is the ultimate. Yes, it is the ultimate, thank goodness, with all the extras. So yeah, it's a very nice pink kind of kit. I just love this double box scene. ScribblePrintsCo double box scenes are the best. And this one is beautiful with the Eiffel Tower. It does not look nearly this beautiful or this pink and green in real life, obviously. But yeah, I just love this double box. And then you get your nice bicycle scene. The kind of, what is that called? It's a little, like a form. It's like a dress form. Not necessarily for just dresses, but yeah. Like for fashion design. I have a couple flat lays. We got one with makeup, one with crepes and a baguette. Crepes are so good. And then I love this girl with a beret in front of the Eiffel Tower, and then this girl over here with the flowers. So that's very nice. I wonder what format this is in. So then you get this page of checklists, which I never use. So it's a pretty old format because we still have the book labels and the bill dues. However, we have the new logo. So I think it's always interesting to see like the timeline of SBC formats. I hope somebody would like make a post or make a video of like SBC through the years. That'd be so funny. I could probably do that actually. I don't know. I've only been a buyer for like maybe 2 years. So we still have the checklists, but we do have these squared off boxes. And then there's the 9th full box. So that is just like a kind of coffee drink with the flowers with the blurred out Eiffel Tower in the background, which I think is really cool. And there's all these big icons, which I don't use. I really hope she got rid of those in the new format. I forgot to check, but I really hope she did. And then we have the little things. I love this page. This is one of my favorite pages for some white space planning. And then we have pattern fancy labels and headers. I think she gets rid of these in the newest format. I love this page with deco, with all the little tiny deco and the bigger deco. I love both. And I like this weekend banner where you can actually see the word weekends. This is a good page, although I think she reformatted that too. And then we have your 10th full box, which is this weird sort of pattern that I don't think you really see anywhere else in the kit, which is weird, but it's like, okay. So this I'm probably going to cut in half and then use the 15mm washi strip add-on on top of that and just, you know, add some foil in there. I don't know about foil for this. Probably rose gold because SPC has really pinky rose gold, but maybe just flat out pink. Just get a pink, you know, a pink wiggle from somewhere and just do that. Now that I have a mink, this is my first mention of that in a video, I think, although I don't know if you're going to see another like a plan with me before this where I mention it, but I did just get a mink, a used one, but it's, you know, it's still really good quality, and I got some foil with that, and it works really well for me. I'm only going to use it personally. I'm not going to start producing foil for my shop. I don't think I'm going to do that at any point, but personally it saves me a ton of money. And just being able to foil my own stuff, so I could just, you know, buy some pink foil and, you know, go to town with that. So I don't know, but light pink foil would be really good with this, I think. So here's the Munchkin head freebie. This is definitely an old freebie that comes with it. Here are your glitter headers, and then the fancy label. It's not fancy label, it's like the label add-on, which I always call the fancy label add-on because there's fancy labels in it. I don't know, they're my favorite types of label. Little things and fancy labels are what makes a kit perfect. So that is the Paris kit. Again, I don't really know if I have any plans to go back to Paris. It might, you know, it might just happen to happen in my life, in which case I'll probably grab this. But, you know, if anything, I could use it for a movie set in Paris, or, you know, who knows. Even just as an anytime kit, although I don't know if I would waste it on an anytime, you know, anytime week, but it's just something that you gotta have and hoard, you know. So I'll add it to my collection in my destinations section. Yes, I do have a whole destination section. So that's the Paris kit. So let's go ahead and get into this couple of kits order. So she did also send me a fun little postcard, which is the Incredibles themed. Very cool. I like that art style, kind of. So there we go. And the two kits I got in this buy sell trade order are Gamer and Marie, both of which I obviously was planning on getting anyway. I think they both might actually be in the shop still, but if you get them from a buy sell trade, they're usually at a discount, or at least you can pretty frequently find them at a discount. So like this kit, which is like very new format with all these add-ons, would be like probably like $35, and then you might add on another, not $35 because she reduced her prices for the newest format, but it would, you know, it would still be a little bit more expensive than how I got it here. So I just decided to snap it up while it was in here. So this is the Ultimate Kit newest format. I do prefer to get Ultimate Kits nowadays. So I obviously got this kit because I am a gamer, although I am like a very casual gamer. I really only play like kind of low-key games, like the newer Mario games like Super Mario Galaxy and New Super Mario Bros. And Mario Kart, and Odyssey I've played a little bit. And then Animal Crossing, of course. Some puzzle games I like, you know, just really casual games. But like all my friends are huge gamers, and, you know, they're really into Animal Crossing now. And my friend Aiden, who's kind of, you know, interested in planning a little bit, he suggested that I use this for when I get Animal Crossing and we can all play Animal Crossing together, because I still haven't got a Switch, although I do have Animal Crossing. I just don't have a Switch yet because I'm waiting for the first I'm waiting to be able to afford it, and second of all, I'm waiting for the actual Switch, not the Switch Lite, to come back in stock. So, you know, I'll save it for then. But I do like these neon colors. It's kind of fun. Her hair is like really cool there. Never really seen hair like that. So of course we've got our Switch there. We've got some controllers and stuff, some games here, snacks. I love this cat. I love this box is like my favorite. The cat with the headphones. That is so cute. Here we have what looks like an old-fashioned Game Boy, I think. That's a really cool keyboard right there. This double box room scene is pretty cool. I do like the bookshelf. Got a little Zelda poster, The Sims, Animal Crossing, all classics. Got the classic double monitor setup. I do have double monitors right now, although I don't use my PC for gaming. I'm a console gamer. Of course, you got your pizza. So this is very new format, so this page is new. We have more boxes, only a couple checklists, which is really good, and then 2 extra full boxes here, which I love. So we have the stack of games right here. We have The Sims, which I have played, although I never really got that into it. Just, I don't know, I feel like I should love it, but I never loved it. I'm more Animal Crossing style. So there's that, there's Mario, of course, got my 2 favorite games right there. Zelda, I've watched some Breath of the Wild gameplay and I really loved it, but I just don't think it's really my style to play myself. Overwatch, not my type. Pokemon, never really got into that, unfortunately. Grand Theft Auto, I've seen GTA 5 being played and it also seems like an amazing game, but not one that I will play. Skyrim, Roller Coaster Tycoon, which I know that Andre is like obsessed with, but I don't know. I probably played it a little bit as a kid, but I don't know. Not super my thing. Got some Switch controllers right here. So this page, yeah, so she started doing a lot more bigger deco, which I'm not super into. I like a lot of the smaller deco because I put it above the date covers. And then we have the weekend banner here. Although a lot of this bigger deco could be better for, you know, the bottom washi. I kind of prefer to keep the bottom washi deco free. I've just now realized that, but I don't know, who knows. At least she kept the work labels, which I love. And it's the 3rd boxes. So all of this is, like most of this page is like very functional that I will use. So here we have some more checklist type things. So it looks like she did get rid of the bigger icons, which is good. Although she kept the smaller ones, which I still won't use. A lot of super functional stuff there. I don't know why she hasn't gotten rid of the bill due boxes yet. She should do a poll because I'm certain that not a lot of people use them. Yeah. If you're getting this kit, you know, especially the Ultimate, you're using it probably for like super decorative planning. And, you know, most likely memory planning, I feel like, so you probably won't need the bill dues. Then there's this page. Oh no, she did keep the bigger icons. Okay, that's another big suggestion I have. You don't need 2 sizes of icons. Nobody uses these icons. Like, seriously. Although she did recently do another reformat with the little things. I haven't checked to see if there's icons in that newest format yet. I don't have any kits from that newest format, so I don't know. I'll have a look at it, but yeah, that needs to go. Anyway, I like how she reduced the number of headers because we really don't use them. I only use dinners and like sometimes Happy Meal, and that's it. And there's this page. She did completely reformat the little things. I do like the change, but I also don't hate this. It's kind of only annoying when I'm using a foil icon and I have to like figure out how to cover up the white so that it doesn't show through the background. And then the bottom washi is this really cool like paint splatter, like neon paint splatter over black, which is really neat. There's your 10th full box, 11th full box. Wow. I love how she added one more full box because I'm obsessed with full boxes. Anyway, and your date covers too. So that bottom washi, like most of her newer bottom washi, is perfect to be split in half. And then you would use this strip over the top with some neon foil. I definitely have a rainbow wiggle. I think I have some left over that I could use for this, although I really want the wiggle that's like black with rainbow over it. The matte wiggle, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's even still available, but that would look even better with this. And then you get the glitter headers, which are super cool because they have kind of glitter over the main base color. So you have extra, you know, confetti sprinkles of the neon colors over each one. So that's really fun. And then your not fancy label sheet, the label add-on sheet. And so she does do the glitter stroke there with the neon, like, rainbow glitter colors. So that's super cool. I do like this kit a lot. And usually I don't go for neon, but in this case I think it makes a lot of sense, and occasionally it can really work. I did use like a super rainbow neon kit recently, and that was for, I think, Stranger Things season 3. And that also made sense. So like there are times when it makes sense, although you know, if it was an anytime kit, like I'm probably not going to go for that color scheme. But this really worked. So that's the gamer kit, and then of course the Marie kit. I had to pick this up because I'm obsessed with Marie from the Aristocats. It's just, I don't know, she's just like the perfect version of a cat to me. The movie itself is, you know, it's cute, but it's not anything really special. But if I was going to get an Aristocats kit, like, this is it. I think there is one from Keytown, but this is just more my vibe. So, of course, we have cute little Marie right there. She has 2 bows. She's not only got 1 bow, but she's got 2, which is doubly cute. So you've got, you know, a lot of like girly kind of feminine makeup themed elements here, like your fake lashes, your SPC like makeup or perfume or whatever. Of course, we got the scrunchie with the bow that looks like earrings right there. I love this hair. It's like kind of like a fishtail style almost. I remember when that was a super popular style. I love the Eiffel Tower elements in the background because I think it is set in Paris also. And the new Starbucks cup, of course. I do like this double box scene as well. It's like an apartment overlooking the Eiffel Tower. It's a very spacious one, so that is super gorgeous. I just love the pink. I need more, you know, pink kits like this. And there are a lot of marble elements, which I also love. This is the mini kit. I don't think it came in an ultimate kit, which is why I didn't get it in the ultimate kit. So this is the mini kit format. I'm not sure what iteration this is. It looks kind of newer though. And then our bottom washi, which is very marble. So again, it's just ready to be cut in half. So you can use the label with that. And then you have your glitter headers. Love those shades of pink, and then the label add-on. So all the extras came with this one as well. Of course, I wish that it came in the ultimate format. I don't even know if this art is used in any other shops. I don't know if it's exclusive or not. But if any other shops are selling like a la carte full boxes, I will probably pick those up too, because 9 is not enough full boxes for me, especially when one of them is just marble. So I really love that. Wish there was more. So that is the last part of this haul. Just a few ScribblePrintsCo kits. As usual, there's like 20 that have come out that I want, but oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait on those, because I already did place a huge order that you've already seen, my haul that was just ScribblePrintsCo kits, so I can't really do that anytime soon, but I wish I could. Anyways, yeah, so that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be fantastic, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.